friends, what is up? It is Pamela, aka Scooterrenee. I'm your host for Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivation. So tonight is Monday. So we are kicking off the week with a little bit of motivating, right? Make sure you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe to my channel, you ring the bell for all notifications, and a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. I hope you will come back, continue to come back. I also do auctions on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and some on the weekend as well. And then you want to make sure that bell is marked for all notifications, because I am going on vacation soon, and I'm going to be dropping, I've got at least 3 Buy It Now videos, four Buy It Now videos geared up. I just got to get them scheduled and everything. So I'm going to have a Buy It Now video, quite a few, so you don't want to miss any of that. That will start the week. Actually, it'll start the day that I leave. So you want to make sure you have that bell marked for all notifications so you don't miss out on any of the Buy It Now videos. But if you are new to my chat and you would like to come to one of the auctions and you think you might want to buy something, there's never any obligation. But if you think you would like to buy something, please feel free to fill out the job form. It is pinned at the top. That way you're just set up, ready to go, and we don't have to mess with that when it comes auction night. So if you're my OGs, welcome in. Good to see you all. And the playback crew, thank you guys. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, new, OGs, old, whatever you want to call yourselves, and playback crew. I'm so thankful for you, because this would not be possible without each and every one of you. So yeah, because I mean, we're getting closer to the 100th episode. Let's see who all is in chat. I apologize if I stumble around a little bit tonight. I went and so I have my eye exam, but because I'm a type 2 diabetic, I have to get another follow-up test each year. And so that's where they go in, they do the yellow dye, and then they dilate my eyes, and then they do the yellow dye again. And I have to do that stupid blue light. I don't know how many of y'all might do the blue light thing where they stick it right up on your eye lens, whatever. Anyways, I hate that thing. And I told the doctor, I said, I wish y'all would come out with something better than this, because this is ridiculous. He's always like, open your eyes wide. And I'm like, I am, as wide as I can. And so, yeah, I had to do the blue light when they drop the yellow dye the first time, then they dilate my eyes and do the real bright light thing, and then I have to do the yellow dye again with the blue light. So I passed all my tests, so that's a good thing. They do think, because I've been telling y'all about my right eye, they do think that that's probably more likely dry eyes, so they did give me drops for that, but I do go back in 2 months for the dry eye test. And I think I chickened out the last time I had that schedule, which was probably a year or 2 ago, maybe a year ago. Because I think somebody told me don't do it because it's not fun. And so I chickened out. But I think I might do it this time, because I got to get relief for this. I can't stand it any longer. So, but yes, that's been my Monday. So how is everybody else's Monday? So let's see who all is in chat real quick. We got Shelby J in here first. She's dropping those awesome quotes as always. I love it. We got Tammy Dream Chaser. Welcome in, Tammy. Good to see you again. We've got Stephanie Unimagic here. Hello, Steph. Welcome in. Good to see you. We got Joanne in the house. Hello, Joanne. Good to see you. Lisa D, how are you? Go get that glass of milk. I think you said you had to go get you a glass of milk. Go right ahead. Y'all know, get your comfy seat. Get your drink of choice ready and get ready to participate in chat tonight. It's an awesome topic tonight, I think. It was one that came actually a little easier to me than some of these do. Some of these I really fret over bringing to you guys. But I actually enjoyed this one. So, all right. We got Cool Ranch Dorito, my sister. I get to see her Saturday. I'm so excited. So I am so ready. I've never been more ready for a trip than I am for this one. This one, I just want to be able to get away. As I told Robert, I want to be able to I want to do some brainstorming while I'm gone, maybe while we're on the road, kind of jot down my notes of what I want to do come 2025, because you can never start too early on that, how I want the rest of the year to go, because we are about in the fourth quarter. We're in September, so we're in the almost the last quarter. So I kind of want to finish out see where my year's at, where I want to finish out at, and plan kind of how I want my channel to look next year, what I want to get into, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going off on a tangent, but then I want to relax and have fun with Cool Ranch. So that's why I said on the road I might do that while Robert's driving. So I know, just a few more days. I'm so excited. Cannot freaking wait. We got Selena, my feather sister here. Welcome in, Selena. So good to see you. We got Aisha here. Hello, Aisha. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Always so good to see you all. And then we got Nancy here. Hello, Nancy. Welcome in. All right. Did I get everybody? Your connection is very choppy. It was choppy all throughout your introduction. I don't know. I don't know if it's my end. Y'all let me know if any of y'all are having that as well. I apologize if it is that way. Lisa D. I did all that and then some. I'm type 2 diabetic and have glaucoma. I get those tests 2 times a year and just did it Thursday. Oh, then you know what I'm going through. I hate these tests. And then they had the audacity to tell me that it's $45 per eye when they dilate them. I'm like, then don't dilate them. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. And then they were telling me about the other costs because I haven't met my deductible yet, which is good. Last year I blew it out of the water. So this year is good. I haven't been to the doctor that much. That's a good thing. Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all are having the same thing. Sound is strange. It is choppy every now and then. Oh, dang it. When that happens, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Right, exactly. I might have to talk to you, Lisa D, and see what you experience with that, because I don't have any clue with all that. And Selena is saying that her family needs prayers, so if y'all can add her family to your prayers, that would be awesome. All right. So I hope we're going to just go with it, guys. I'm watching YouTube on my other screen as I normally do. It's not coming across as choppy to me. Maybe just the voice part is, I don't know, but I'm watching the video and I'm not seeing anything. So maybe it'll kind of mellow out. Let me, hold on just a second. Let me double check that. Let me double check, because I have to reset my camera every week for whatever reason. It turns it off and I have to replug it in. Ever since I uploaded to Windows 11, I've had nothing but issues when it comes to this. Give me 1 second, make sure. Yeah, I got my Yeti mic on, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if that helps any. I just clicked on reduce mic background noise. We'll just turn all those on and we'll just see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, it might be that. It could be StreamYard. Last Thursday, when Cool Ranch and I were on Thursday night, if y'all remember, it threw me out of StreamYard completely. And it says, oh, you got a problem with StreamYard. And then Cool and I were talking afterwards, and it threw me out of StreamYard then. So we'll just kind of go with it and see how it is. Y'all know I hate it when I have technological issues. I don't like that. It bugs the crap out of me. But we're just gonna try it. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a very busy weekend. Harley and I had our vendor event, and we did really well. I've never sold so much tea in my life. I would. And then, so I did all of that. I sold out of my apple cinnamon on that Saturday, and then Sunday I sold out of the 2 samples I had, which was blueberry and peach. And then I had all these other teas, and they were selling as well. But any of the samples I did, except for the chai, I sold a little bit of the chai. I'm not a chai tea myself. And so apparently I didn't have a lot of chai tea drinkers out there, even though I sold a few bags. But the other samples I did, boy, it just flew off the table. I couldn't keep it. Sunday, I sold out of the blueberry tea within 30 minutes. Like, I was done with blueberry within 30 minutes, which was crazy. I didn't think we had that many tea lovers out there. But anyways, I also found out that my best friend of 38 plus years lost her mom unexpectedly over the weekend. So I'm asking prayers for my sweet friend Teresa, who I just shared with y'all last week over some words that she has shared with me. But she lost her mom. Teresa has been a sister to me all my life. I've known her since probably since I was 11 years old. We met during having piano lessons, and so her mom was like a second mom. We were always at each other's house every weekend. I mean, every weekend, either she was at my house or I was at her house. And she was homeschooled, so she didn't have a lot of friends. And so that's how our friendship became so strong. But like I said, we met through piano lessons, and we've just been best friends ever since. She was one I never thought would be my best friend because I thought she was snobby and snooty and everything. And she ends up being one of my dearest friends. Same thing with my other best friend, Misty. Again, I thought the same thing, and they've both been in my life for 38 plus years. So it's crazy. She had lost her dad 9 years ago, and then she lost her sister, but she still does have a brother. So I'm thankful that she does at least have another family member with her. So if you wouldn't mind saying a prayer for her, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Yeah, so we'll I think that's probably the first thing that's happened since I've lost my parents and my brother that affected me. And then I actually maybe want to go to visitation or the funeral because of being so close to her mom and everything. So anyways, tonight, like I said, tonight's episode is number 95, and that means 5 more episodes until we get to 100 episodes. So I'm super stoked. That's another thing I got to think about while we're going. So we're getting closer. Now, next Monday, I will not be live, as I will be with Cool Ranch next week. So, like I said, I'm super excited that time is here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to pack my bags and just get out. So, in fact, I told my boss today, I said, we were talking about something, and I was like, oh, and just FYI, Friday is when I start my vacation, in case you forgot. And he's like, nope, don't remember what vacation. He is not looking forward to me being gone all next week. Friday he can handle because usually I work from home on Fridays, but being gone for a week, he's not ready for it, which makes me feel good. So we'll pick back up on Monday, September 23rd. Again, don't forget to have the bell marked for all notification because I will be dropping buy it now videos throughout the time that we're gone. Again, not sure how many just yet, but I have at least 2 done already. Now 3, because I was working on one earlier as well. So, right, Stephanie? Yes. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Robert and I celebrated our 23-year anniversary yesterday. So, yeah, perfect little milestone for him and I. We have tackled through marriage for 23 years, gone through the hard times, some very difficult times, and some great times and celebrating times and stuff like that. And I couldn't imagine doing life with anybody else. So he is absolutely my best friend and all that good stuff. He's my Robert, as I put in my post. So, all right, don't forget, we are covering topics from the book, You Are a Badass at Making Money. I don't know if subconsciously this is all kind of sinking in my brain more than I think it is. But as I've said before, I haven't read this book completely before. I haven't read this, guys. I don't read the chapter until I'm making my notes for our Monday night motivation topic. So I'm learning this right along with you guys. So, you know, I'm not jumping ahead. I haven't already read the book, so I don't know what's coming around the corner, just like you guys. So, but I can see that the wheels are spinning in my head and things are shaping and they're starting to kind of take place for me with just some things that have happened recently in my life. So I want to encourage you that if you are taking notes, rather you're doing that, you're physically writing the notes down or by mental, go back and watch these topics if you need to. Get the book. I do have the link down below. It does give you all of her books that she's written, but go down there. You'll at least find that one. Just look for the green cover. But really pay attention and start putting some of this to work for you, because I'm starting to figure out things myself and things are starting to fall in place for me. And so I want that for you guys as well. So first chat participation time, first one for tonight. I want you to put a 1 in chat if you feel like you're getting some things out of these topics that we have covered so far. Things are starting to click, or has caused you to start thinking differently than what you thought before we started this book. Or I want you to put a 2 in chat. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Put a 2 in chat if you just don't think you can, you don't care, you don't want to put it in the work, whatever it may be, you haven't gotten anything out of it. So put a 1 in chat if you feel like you're getting something out of this book with these topics. We are on what chapter? Let's see. I think chapter 5 is what we're on. Chapter 6. We're actually a chapter ahead. Chapter 6 is where we're at in this. So tonight will be the 6th topic that we've taken from this book. So we got a lot of ones coming in. Like I said, if you're a 2, don't feel bad. Put a 2 in there. I know I've just gotten so much out of this, and I just want to make sure that these topics are counting for you, that we're all getting something from this, and we're all moving forward together. So awesome. So tonight's topic is on your mental money maker. I think so many of us get so stuck in our heads about money, whether it's good or bad, either one. We get stuck in our head, the things that we think and everything, the things that we say, they can either have an impact positively or negatively. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, guys that all said happy anniversary. Cool Ranch, Stephanie. Oh, y'all, thank you. And thank you for your prayers as well. All right, so another chat participation time. We are knocking these out of the park starting out. Hey, Robin, welcome in. There she is. Welcome in, Robin. Good to see you. So another chat participation time real quick. And like I said, 2 hours starting date. I want to know if you guys think or say things to yourself when it comes to money. Do you think positive or negative? Just put positive in chat or put negative in chat. Do you say or think things positively when it comes to money, or do you say or think things negatively when it comes to money? So put a positive or negative in chat. And as y'all are doing that, we're just going to go ahead and jump into this quick little break. All right. No, thank you, Robin. I love you. You're my go-to motivator. All right, so we got Stephanie saying both, positive and negative. I can totally relate to that. Tammy says both as well. Nancy says negative. I can understand that too. Joanne says both. Selena says I haven't thought about it. Right, Tammy? There's never enough of it. It feels that way. Right, Lisa D? Sometimes negative, sometimes positive. Yes. Yeah, so I think we all can relate to that. So positive spot thought. These quotes come directly from the book tonight. And for me, they were such eye-openers. Again for me, because I haven't thought about it this way. But the first quote is definitely one that it made me pause when I read it. And some of you might feel the sting to this one like I did. That's what it felt like. It felt like a sting. Because I'm like, I knew this a long time ago. Worrying is praying for stuff you don't want. Worrying is praying for stuff you don't want. How many of us are going to start being more conscious about our worrying just with that one quote? Because what I worry about is stuff I definitely don't want. Amen. Like, is anybody else? I'm just like, oh, really? Like, how did I not know this beforehand? Worrying is praying for stuff you don't want. It's like, wow. For me, it is. Right, Cool Ranch? I'm glad when I have money and frustrated when I don't. Yes. Yes. That's where I've been. All right. Robin says, negative up until tonight. In my move, I lost a dollar bank and forgot where I packed it. Oh my goodness, that had to be frustrating. So I'm assuming you found it tonight then. Oh, there she is. I found it, the first small box I moved in a corner. Yay, right? And that I'm going to talk about some of that tonight too, Robin, about how things just happen when we kind of go back and think about it. You'll figure it out here in a minute. You'll know. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's so very true. Yes, Tammy, they do. I'm so tired of the digging. All right. So the next one is the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions we don't consciously reject. We unconsciously accept. So pay attention to that one. The thoughts, beliefs, and emotions we don't consciously reject. We unconsciously accept. We don't consciously reject, meaning knowingly reject, which means we actually unconsciously, unknowingly accept it. So we have to pay attention consciously to what we're saying to ourselves, what we're thinking to ourselves. So how many of you know who Jim Carrey is? How many of you know who Jim Carrey is? Some of you will like him. Some of you might not like him. It depends on what movie. Like my favorite movie of his is Big Daddy. That has to be my favorite movie. No, that's Adam Sandler. Sorry, Jim Carrey. Liar, liar. That's it. I always get those two mixed up. Or whatever that one is. I like him in that movie. Some of his other movies, I'm just like, okay, that's stupid. I don't like it. I'm just not a stupid movie liker. I don't find comedy in it whatsoever. So some of it, like I said, some of us like him, some of us might not like him. But and the author, she talks about Jim Carrey at the beginning of the book about when he was on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And maybe some of y'all saw that show. He said he used his mental mightiness to manifest, get this, manifest $10 million and a successful acting career. He said he always knew he wanted to entertain people, and he had discovered he had a face made out of silly putty. I'm like, that is very true if you think about it. And so he got his first gig at a comedy club at age 15. And he dropped out of high school so he could help support his family by working in a factory during the day and then comedy at night. And he ended up broke and living in a van with his family. And when that happened, he moved to Los Angeles to pursue his dreams as an actor. And while he was broke and jobless, he would imagine having directors interested in him in their movies, for their movies. And he would visualize the people he respected coming up to him and tell him that they liked his work. It hadn't happened yet. He was just visualizing this happening. And he was the one, that believed in mantras as well. And he would say things like, I am an awesome actor. Powerful people in the industry are out there waiting for me. He ended up writing a check out to himself for $10 million dated it 3 years in the future. 3 years in the future, and put on the memo line that it was for acting services rendered. It says he carried that ratty thing around with him in his wallet for years as he got more comedy gigs, TV gigs, and movie gigs, and then made his career or finances take off like he had hoped. But he kept believing and visualizing using the money he made to care for his family, and it was fueling his feelings of success. Now, here's the crazy part. The crazy part is this. Remember, he dated that check 3 years from the date that he wrote it. And just before that date hit, he landed his role in the movie Dumb and Dumber. And guess how much he got paid? He got paid $10 million for acting services rendered. This stuff, deny it all you want, but the things that you tell yourself, the things that you think to yourself, the manifesting, this stuff works. And we all have a choice when it comes to how we think. We have to take responsibility of the fact that our thoughts, what we think, create our financial realities. If it's on your mind, it will soon be in your lap. So the author loves the story about Jim Carrey because it illustrates what it takes to master the mindset of wealth. And so she shared, you want to get clear on what you desire, get specific. We talked about this last week. What is your purpose? How much money do you desire to make by expressing this purpose? By when will you make this money? Why do you desire it? What is it for? Hold the vision of this reality in your mind with a no-nonsense resolve and a relentless sense of purpose to make it real. Fall so madly in love with your vision that it's no match for any limiting subconscious beliefs that pitch a fit and try to stop you. Remember the little prince? We don't want that little prince, the limiting subconscious beliefs to limit us. Have faith as firm as a firefighter's fanny and wide-eyed gratitude that it's already yours, even if it feels like it's taken for freaking ever. Remember, it was right up to the 3-year mark that he got that. Never lose faith, ever. Take action with hell-bent for glory, purpose, and faith. So that's what she learned from Jim Carrey and watching that when he was on with Oprah Winfrey and everything. It's a awesome story. If you're one that likes to use the excuses and the false beliefs that your financial dependability relies on the actions of other people and that you can't control other people for staying broke, you're wrong. Because money comes to us from universal intelligence, God, through other people. Through other people. You have to put it out there. Think positively that you were and are meant for more, and have your mantras you believe in, and put it out there for the universal intelligence. Come up with an amount that you would like to make, say, in 1 week. Remember, we can't eat the whole elephant at once. We got to break it down bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to just keep saying that over and over because there's times I need to know that myself, even though I tell you guys this all the time. But don't think about the math of it or figure in what other people are charging, but let that amount come to you intuitively. What's that number? When you get that number, double it. And then put your action plan together. And if you need help with that, find someone or hire someone to help you put that plan together. She said, then do the energy work to where you can get clear on things. And this is some of the things that she was doing. So I'm going to share with you what she put in this chapter that she was doing while she went through this process. Because she had a life coach, and her life coach made her do this. That's not what I need. There we go. So the energy work, this is what you're going to do for energy work. Why do I want the money? to feel in charge of my life, and to feel free, like I'm not at the mercy of money. What will I use the money for? To pay off my $10,000 worth of credit card debt. I hate being in credit card debt. Credit card debt is a giant sucky thing. What will I do to make the money? Sell 3 private book proposal coaching packages and 1 spot in my group coaching program, as well as stay open to any suggestions the almighty universe tosses my way. When will I make it by? This question was a doozy because I knew in order to pull this off, I had to go at it like it was life or death situation. I knew I'd have to be so unflinchingly focused on making this $10,000 that you could pelt me with rocks, cut off my electricity, and let a gorilla loose in my living room, and I still stayed the course until I was victorious. I didn't know how long I could sustain that kind of no nonsensory. Even though my coach said I had a whole week to make the money, I decided I would make it in 2 days. So that's the type of energy work that she's talking about, the questions that you need to ask yourself and everything. So how many of us have had a thought, rather it was a way to make money, or we thought about someone that we haven't thought of in a while, or something along that lines. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they or it appears. Anyone do that. I kid you not, that's happened to me a couple of times this month. No gorillas in my living room, right? But that has happened to me a couple of times this month. Someone has popped in chat while I've been doing an auction that I just looked at my Excel spreadsheet, because I keep all of y'all in there, everything that you buy and so forth, all your information. And was like, and as I was going through there, I was like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. I wonder how they are. I wonder what's going on with them. And all of a sudden they appear. Anybody in chat have that happen? Like, it's just like, have they been in my head? Did my phone hear me and alert them? Like, what's going on here? Because I've just thought of this person or of this thing, and then boom, it appeared right in front of me. So again, putting it out there in the universe is like, that's legit. Or how about just the thought, I really need to get the finances flowing, and so we put things in motion, and all of a sudden, money starts appearing. This has happened to me this past month, and my mind is still just in shock, I think. And I just think if I keep doing this and keep the momentum going and help, what is this going to feel like in a year's time? What is that going to feel like? You know, and then I got to visualize that, what it's going to be like in a year's time. I mean, how many of us have thought I needed an extra $10, and we went digging in our purse or our wallet or in the car or in a drawer or whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, $10 appeared. What? Like, okay, Big Brother, somebody's watching and listening to the thoughts in my head, right? Right? I mean, yes, it's kind of deja vu. It's a God thing for sure. I believe in that. It just blows me away. Or it blows me away if it's something that I need it and it just shows up out of the blue. Like, how does that happen? So kind of back to, let me look at my notes here. So things will happen and come to you in a different way than you thought it would or could. It'll be that one person that you didn't think it would be, or that one job or one item that you didn't think it would be. And it will be everything that you thought it was going to be ends up being something else, and it ends up being 10 times better than what you thought it would be. And when we do the things we know how to do, we have to keep ourselves open to the universal intelligence. That's the job for the universal intelligence, to move what you desire towards you and however it sees fit. So yes, we cannot control other people, but we can control our thoughts, our actions, and this is where you need to focus on to shift your financial reality. When you complain and blame other people around you of why you're not making it financially, or blaming the circumstances around you, you're going to fail and stay stuck each and every time. You have to upgrade your mindset, and you have to make demands of yourself and the universe if you want to make some serious change. Stop handing over all your power to circumstances and take your power back and take responsibility over your circumstances. You can choose. Do you choose your excuses or do you choose your success? Because you can't have both. It won't work. The reality you receive is influenced by the outcome on which you focus your mind. Let me say that again. The reality you receive is influenced by the outcome on which you focus your mind. Yes, there are some people who have bigger struggles and obstacles to overcome than others, but we're all given the exact same choice on how we perceive our reality. The ones that are in extreme poverty, maybe with very little education, and maybe don't have support, there are some that believe they can create riches anyway, and they do. They choose to focus their attention and doing the actions on getting wealthy instead of focusing on their circumstances. What's the movie with Will Smith? What is it? The Pursuit of Happiness. That's what I think about. If you haven't seen Pursuit of Happiness, I highly recommend you watching that. You want to talk about coming from a place of nothing and succeeding the way he is, and it's based on a true story. Like, it can happen when you change your focus. And just like those that are born with a silver spoon in their mouths, they're rich, they come from money and everything, they have the high degree education, they have the fancy connections, they're part of the country club and all that stuff, and they have all the support that they could ever need, still wind up living on the streets. Success is not about your circumstances. It's about who you're being. Yeah, I love Jerry Maguire. That's another one. Yes, having to start over from scratch. Yes. So let me say that again. Success is not about your circumstances. It's about who you're being. We have all seen both ways of people get rich because they were doing and selling everything. And we have also seen people who have gone broke doing and selling the same things the exact same ways. It's a choice. Your attitude has the will. So the author gives us 4 surefire ways to harness the almighty power of thought to get as wealthy as you want to be. Four things. Number 1, focus. What you focus on, you create more of. You focus more on drama, you're going to create more drama. Some of us refuse to think that things could be that easy. We choose to give and feel sorry for ourselves. We refuse to take the responsibility for our lives. We actually use our mighty power of focus all the time, and we don't even realize it. We use it to create unhappiness in our lives via our worries. Remember, worrying is praying for stuff you don't want. And when you focus on the worst possible scenario and you have all these reasons of why you can't possibly have what it is that you want, and then there are a lot of emotions and specifics and involved. All you're doing is creating more of what you don't want over and over and over and over. And it's precisely what you expected. And if you have been a warrior, there's good news. If you have been a warrior, that you are skilled in worrying, your focus muscle is in an excellent shape. All you have to do is choose to focus in a different direction. Ta-da! That's the secret. So when you choose to focus on your circumstances and poor little me, and you're freaking out about it, and you do the following. This is you focus on your circumstances, the poor little me syndrome, and you're freaking out about it. This is what you do. You anchor in the belief that your life sucks a big one. You trigger thoughts about how hopeless your situation is. You activate emotions of terror and sadness and loneliness and inspire you to get in the fetal position. If you choose consciously to change your choice, to shift your focus, and view the exact situation you did before in a new light, this new perspective will allow you to anchor in the belief that you have things to be grateful for, trigger thoughts about how blessed you are, activate emotions of joy and hope and excitement, and inspire you to get out there and make more awesome stuff happen. See how you go from one to the other? It's the exact same thing. That muscle is being worked regardless if it's a warrior or if you're doing something. It's the exact same thing. Right, Lisa D? Let go, let God, put trust in Him and not worry about it. And I know that's so hard. Believe me, I know that is so hard too. But it's so very true. When you change your focus to the positive of what you have and what you desire, it changes your attitude and you raise your frequency so you can align your energy with and open yourself to everything to change your life, the money-making opportunities that you didn't notice before. Also, the opportunities to use those opportunities to help others and for the people to have you. It sends thoughts of what you desire, not what you fear, out to universal intelligence and starts moving you forward. It's impossible to focus on one thing and see another. So when we're trapped with our friend, worrying. I'm sorry. So when we're trapped, our friend worry, not only creates more of it, but we can't see all the other possibilities that are surrounding us. Just like when we have switched brands of toothpaste or whatever it may be that you might have in your pantry, in your bathroom, whatever, and we've gotten used to searching for that one in green that we forgot that we bought a different brand that is actually pink. And when we are determined that we know that we bought that toothpaste, all of a sudden it'll appear right in front of you. And you realize you didn't see it because you were concentrating for the green label instead of the pink label. How many of us have done that? It's like, oh, I was thinking it was this label. Right? I love that song too. So yeah, we when we realize, oh, it's the pink label, we see the pink label. This illustrates how often we miss out of the golden opportunities financially, life-changing connections, and heart-opening experiences because we're stuck in old ways of thinking and believing and focusing. When you focus on your past, you are blind to your present. Your perception mans the control knobs. You master your reality. Number 2, emotion. If you find that your positive thoughts to bring in the money lacks emotion, these thoughts are basically useless. When you use affirmation things like I love money and money loves me, or as the book I am a badass at making money, if they are buried beneath heavy sighs and the what ifs and as if, then that's just a waste of time of you saying it. If you act enthusiastic, you will be enthusiastic. Man, I gotta pay the card note this month. Doesn't have the same effect. You can think something, but if you don't believe in it, then it's pointless. Absolutely pointless. All of us are spiritual and physical beings, so we have a bunch of crap going on in the realm of the unseen. Our thoughts, our beliefs, intuition, imagination, emotions, so forth and on and on. They affect our physical realities here on earth. I mean, think about it. When we're in emotional pain, we may ugly cry, where our faces make these weird looks and they get tight. For me, my nose gets really red. I might get sick if I get too upset. But when we're excited, our heart speeds up, our body might tingle. You just want to grab someone and hug them because you're so excited about whatever is about to happen or has happened, whatever. The emotions we have are the motivating kicks in our booties that alert us that our bodies that it's time to take action and make a thought a physical reality. Our bodies take thoughts and turn them into results. Emotions are a switch. If you find that you believe your life sucks, this is how you get there, or this is how you got there. You think something that triggers an emotion and that causes you to act in a way that keeps you caught in the loop of frustrating results. So we take the thought, your complaint as I'm broke, whenever you are faced with the possibility of fun or growth, like going on a trip or going to the movies, is always, I can't, I'm broke. Dinner, broke. Magic pill that fixes everything, broke. The emotions and despair and hopelessness keeps you in a state of constantly recreating your lousy reality. You've blocked your ability to imagine because you can't see past your present situation. You have simply chosen victimhood. You can break free from your rut when you make the choice to think something else and slather it like you do lotion. Slather it with emotion. Remember, the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions we don't consciously reject, we unconsciously accept. Awareness is your key to freedom. When you start paying attention to your thinking and feeling like I'm broke, you empower yourself to make a better choice. To start thinking thoughts that light you up. Again, you have to be crystal clear and extremely attached to your why. We discussed that last week. And you have to cling to them like a baby monkey does, conjuring up the emotions that are associated with your purpose for making money. You have to cling to it. The author, she also gives us helpful things to know about emotions as well. Let me flip to that page real quick. So this is again about emotions. So emotions don't like to share their space. If you're sick of feeling scared or sad or frustrated, focus all your energy on building up the opposite emotion. Compassion drowns out hate and vice versa. Excitement drowns out fear, and vice versa. Belief drowns out skepticism, and vice versa. I was at a funeral for a friend from college, sitting in a row with all my old pals, and a very old lady sat down in front of us, wheeling an oxygen tank behind her. One of my friends looked down at the row of us and mouthed, "Nitrous," and we all fell apart laughing, our sadness suddenly and temporarily nowhere to be found. Important emotions note. Important emotions note. This is in capital letters. We are feeling creatures. We are meant to experience, not deny our emotions. Ergo is not about being all yippee skippy every moment of every day and never feeling sad or angry or freaked out. Expecting yourself to feel only positive emotions is not only impossible, but will most likely make you feel like a failure instead of like a normal human. Feel what you feel, have a temper tantrum, shake your fist in the air and curse the enemy's name, lie face down in your driveway and weep. Let your emotions live large and then make the decision to move on. It's when we wallow in our negative emotions that we let them hold us back. Experiencing them, however, is healthy and critical to releasing them. Love is undisputed, heavyweight champion of the world. Love beats the crap out of fear, hate, jealousy, worry, insecurity, irritation, grouchiness. It's stronger than all of them. If we all just spend our days focusing on strengthening our love muscles, law the changes we see. But for you, dear soon-to-be rich person, practice viewing everything in your world, and I mean everything, even your backed up septic tank, with love and appreciation and behold where it gets you. Fall madly in love with your purpose for making money, and you will be unstoppable. Number 3, stretch your imagination. Imagination is the mental kitchen where we cook up 2 types of make-believe. And those are the kind where we take the ingredients from our surroundings and experiences and mold them to our liking. I see myself living in a house just like the Nelsons next door. I see myself showing my kids what's possible by creating my dream life. I see myself buying drinks for everyone down at the Drunken Tomato, etc. And the number 2 one is the kind where we take ingredients from the spirit realm and bring them to life. The invention of space travel, the idea for the first skyscrapers, the creation of electric can opener, etc. Imagination is a very awesome tool because it doesn't rely on our physical circumstances. It doesn't rely on our 5 senses or anything that our parents have told us. It is there that you're able to play with the infinite possibilities that are available to you. Stretching your imagination is important if you want to radically change your life, because we're asking ourselves to picture our dream lives from the realities that we are currently in. The problem is that we don't ever dare to think too big because it seems ridiculous. And we can talk all day long how we want to make more and do more, but when it comes to walking the walk and actually make that kind of money, and nothing's going to stop us until we get there, becomes a whole other banana. Yeah, we're talking monkey business tonight. I feel like it. We talked about the gorilla, the clinging monkey, and now the banana. It takes a lot of courage even to consider the idea, let alone pursue it with the belief that it will happen. It's much easier and more realistic to scale down the dream and aim for what's achievable and request less. Why? Why do we do that? Riches come to those who believe anything is possible even when all the signs point to no way in hell. If you want to change your life, you must be more available for the ridiculous than your reality. Not sure about you, but I want to be someone who creates whatever I set my mind to instead of someone who settles for what I can get. That just gives me chills. I want to be someone who creates whatever I set my mind to instead of someone who settles for what I can get. There's so much freedom that comes along with knowing I can do it or I can have it. And I also don't know about you guys, but I want to be in control, not controlled by my circumstances in life. Regardless where you are, if you can find time to hang out in that imaginary space of big possibilities, hammering out the details of your dream life where money flows to you with no problem, you can start to feeling what success feels like and connect to the meaning that making money has for you. Never settle for less. Right, Cool? Yes. Never settle for less. By doing this, you get excited, you develop your belief, faith, and a hell bent for glory purposefulness. Your role is to keep your mindset strong, open, and ready to receive. And also to get ready to do a whole lot of stuff you've never done before. When it comes to changing your life, if you're not scared, you're doing something wrong. Woo! Right? Right? I think we've all been there. It's like a tug of war sometimes in my brain, Like, what side's going to win? Stretch your imagination, right? When you get in the mindset at some point of your life that you're so tired of being broke, of feeling trapped, of knowing you could be doing so much more with your one and only life, is when you make a no nonsense decision that no matter what, you will seize all the opportunities that resonate with you to learn about money, to make money, and to do what it took to get rich. You are there. Take hold and take advantage of your do or die attitude. The moment the universe places before you exactly what you need and asks you to rise to the occasion, are you sticking with low frequency thought, or will you stretch, raise your frequency, and find your way to the thought of my financial situation is temporary? It's not who I am. It's where I am. Money is all around me. I'm going to find me some and make this happen. It's not who I am. It's where I am. Okay. What does that say? What you can and can't afford is all in your mind. Where there's a will, there's a way. Just some choose to pretend there isn't a way so they don't have to take the responsibility and do the uncomfortable stuff required to grow. You're fine, Selena. An excuse is nothing but a challenge that you've given your power to. So the big secret to getting rich isn't about the smart plans or working hard or having great connections or amazing timing, as it is about the thoughts and emotions. Our thoughts and emotions supply all the ingredients for the drink of belief, clarity, focus, faith, urgency, decisive action, tenacity, gratitude. It is when you have all of these pieces in place and working together, nothing can stop you, and there's nothing you can't do. Number 4. Probably so cool. I think we all start kind of, revolving with the same information. Number 4, determination. You can't experience new lands from the confines of your comfort zone. The universe will always send you what you need. When your determination to make money was more important than your discomfort over what you have to do to make it, that's when you're in the zone. How determined you are determines your outcome. Deciding to make more money means you put that decision above all else, except doing the illegal stuff and stuff like that. That's not what we're talking about here. You have to become ruthless with yourself, because you're not only growing a new money-making mindset, you're battling a whole of subconscious beliefs about money that you might not have faced before. If you are serious about doing this, you're making the decision to do this. So here is something that the author says that you can't do. You can't be weird about the fact that you not only desire to get rich, but that you're going to focus everything you've got on making it happen. Can't be weird about it. You can't make sure everything is perfect before starting. There's a fine line between perfectionism and procrastination. Get the dang website up, the business cards made, the headshots taken, whatever. Get yourself in the position to start bringing in money and deal with the fine tuning of it later. Be precious about getting rid. You can't be precious about getting rid of all the distractions in your life. Distractions are like unwanted hair. Get rid of one and another will sprout up somewhere else. Get rid of whatever is most easily dealt with, and as far as the rest goes, learn to stay focused on making money in spite of them. There's never a lack of great excuses or reasons to shift your focus and slow your roll. Stay determined, stay focused. You can't whine about how little time you have, or how nobody around you is supporting you, or no one around you is supportive, or that you're already working 40 hours a week. Golly, I feel like a finger is pointing at me. How the heck am I supposed to do more? Take responsibility for the fact that you created everything in your life via your thoughts, your beliefs, focus, actions, and energy, and that you have the power to shift your mindset, raise your frequency, and create new things that will serve you better. Get out of victim mode and into badass mode, and be diligent about your mindset. You can't need to know exactly what you're doing before moving forward. Get practice at taking the next step that feels right. There's no greater teacher than experience. You will get all the answer you need as much as by falling on your face as you will be knocking it out of the park. Remember, I always tell you guys, if I'm going to fall, I want to fall going forward, because I want to keep my eyes on the prize, the goal I have set for myself. You can't get advice from people who aren't further along than you are. Good grief. If there's anything else, I've told you guys this before. You can't compare where I'm at to your beginning. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is people that do that. Get advice from people who who aren't further along than you are. You can't. You can't. We tend to want to involve our old pals and people we feel comfortable with when we're pushing ourselves into a new financial zone. But if we really want to grow, you need to hang with people you can learn from, who know what they're doing, not just with people you feel comfortable with. Taking advice from people who are nowhere near where you want to be is one of the best ways to stay right where you are. I love those. Those are perfect. If you become strong-minded and you decide to stick with it and start seeing real results, no matter how big or how small, everything, including your subconscious mind, will start to shift. All right, guys, let's read the success story, because she does put one of those in here in this chapter. This one is, if she can do it, so can you. Catherine, 52, shows what having unshakable belief in yourself and your pal money can do. She says, I've always been able to make good money. I've always believed I was good at making money, and that has been a self-fulfilling prophecy. I can make money even when I'm not trying to. I started off as the lowest clerk in a financial service company, making about $15,000 a year, which was enough because I didn't spend a lot. But I worked hard and quickly moved up. I ended up as a vice president, making over $500,000 a year. As I started making more money, I took each raise that came and put half of it into savings, which was matched by the company, and retired very comfortably at age 40. Whew, I would love that. Even after I retired, I started a gardening hobby, which soon became an income-producing business for me. I had no intention of doing that. My gardening business just seemed to evolve on its own. Making money is natural and easy for me. I see opportunities everywhere and am not afraid to jump in and see what happens. I think believing that you can make money, that you are worthy of it, is most important. It's one area I've always believed in and not struggled with. I always applied for jobs I wasn't sure I was capable of doing, and then worked hard to figure out how to do them. Fake it until you make it. Act as if you know what you're doing and work your butt off until you do. If you believe you are capable of making money, you will, even when you don't try. Believe that you are worthy of financial freedom, do something you love, and then all you ever have to do is be yourself to succeed. If you sell something you love, then you just sell love, not a specific product or service, and that will show. Love that one. That one is so good. All right, who remembers last week's mantra? Anybody remember what last week's was? If you don't remember, that's okay, because last week's was, I love money because I love living an awesome life. So this week's to get rich money mantra is, I love money because it comes when I call. So again, she gives you the kind of the homework to do. Number 1, write down what your whys are for getting rich and give 3 reasons that each one is stronger than your fear. Number 2, come up with 3 ways that you can fall more deeply in love with your whys and do them every day. The example is, if your why is to take care of my family, you can look at the picture of them every day and repeat the affirmation, my family is happy, healthy, and living abundantly because I'm a badass at making money. Cut out pictures of the specific things you'll buy to take care of them with and look at them every day. Stuff like that. Number 3, notice 3 things about your financial life that you're focusing on in a negative light and make the conscious choice to shift your focus. An example, my bank account is a pit of emptiness and sorrow becomes my bank account, or emptiness and sorrow. That becomes my bank account is wide open and ready to receive. So fill in the blank, I'm grateful to money because, and what is it that you're grateful to money for? All right. Selena says, I'm not above anyone that I can't learn from others on how to do things better, to be a better me when doing my auctions, to do the best for the people that buy from me, to make them happy, right? I love money because it comes when I call for it. Hello, money. All right, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope you got something out of tonight's topic. Remember, I will not be live next Monday. I will be on vacay. So we'll do a quick auction tomorrow night with Selena at 7:30 p.m. Central. And then I'll be off live for the rest of the week. And next week, Cool Ranch Dorito and I might go live while I'm out there. So stay tuned for that. And if you need your items shipped before I leave, please email me. Otherwise, it might not ship until I get back. I've got everybody up until today. Unless you and I have already talked that you want to wait, for me to ship it. That's fine too. So everybody else, your stuff has gone out if you paid for it up till today. I thought about trying to get invoicing out after Selena and I go live tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. I might do that. If you want your stuff sent out before I leave, then again, email me. So if I do invoice you either late tomorrow night or Wednesday, then email me and say, hey, I need this before you leave. And you have until Wednesday night to tell me that, because Thursday will be the day that I will finalize shipping, and then I am done. Make sure you have that bell marked for all notifications. I will be dropping buy it now videos while I am gone. I will have at least 3 drop, maybe more. I want to see if I can push myself to do more than 3. So I'm almost there. I'm going to do one more as soon as I get done with the Monday Motivation. I'm going to record one more buy it now video, so that'll put me up 4. So I'm doing good. Yes. So it just depends on how much I get done before we leave. But yeah, make sure you have that bell marked for all notifications. All right, guys, it's been fun. Get your mental money maker going, and we'll see you at the next Monday Motivation, which will be Monday, September 23rd. And I can't remember what the topic is, but I'll see you then. So until then, let's do this thing. Good night, everybody.